just reviewing a couple of recent ladder games that I've played here to see where I can improve things. This is one that I called a game where it looks like I have a clue. Don't really recall what happened in it, but maybe I look like I have a clue. We'll see. On the red Zerg here, actually I play always with myself as purple and my opponent as orange. So this would be from my point of view. I try to get down here early to take out take an expansion. I won't pull first for safety on this map, and I didn't quite make it down here in time, but I clear out my opponent's drone anyway. I think my opponent actually was playing random this game, but they spawned a Zerg. So I just get the early pull, get the hatch down pretty quick so I have more production. I could wait and put these drones on gas a bit later so I don't have all this idle time. Trying to see what my opponent is doing over here. The Overlord, like you always get this. Okay, so they also went pull first because they already have Zerglings out. They also are making more production. Okay, we're doing similar builds is what I've learned from my Overlord Scout. Still more Zerglings coming by. So I want to make sure that I have enough lings on my side of the map that I don't just die. So for a while I'm going to need to make just some Zerglings. I move back. I want to engage when I have a larger number. So I start succeeding there, but I'm trying to back up anytime that looks like our numbers are getting even, because I want to engage when I have more Zerglings, so I'll have the advantage. Start the queen right away here. I didn't actually start a queen up here at this base yet. Is that because I got supply blocked? No. Wonder why. Oh, no. Because she's already out, that's why. But I started a second, so that's good. Just more defense. Start a Baneling Nest in my main because I don't want it to get surrounded by my opponent's Zerglings. You can put it out here and make a wall. Like you can stick your queen in the spine there and it kind of makes it so that your lings have a hard time getting us around on a queen. Alright. Queen there. This queen's about to pop. Okay, this way I can transfer between my bases if needed. So far, all good. Get a couple of defensive Banelings. Yep. And I'm just trying to keep an eye out for if my opponent is trying to run Zerglings by at any time. And if not, I'm going to try to drone up a little bit. But I feel like I need to have Zerglings to not die, since my opponent has shown that they have quite a few lings. Let's go ahead and move on to further in the game here. I ended up getting ling speed first this game. Interesting. Right, so once it's become clear that I'm not just getting attacked by Zerglings, I throw down the Roach Warren and some Evo Chambers. And the reason I have them like this is that it gives less surface area at the front here for lings to hit. And I still have an easy time getting my roaches out through this space, and it's not just one roach wide. Which again, does let the lings through. Yeah, they cancel, see that. But see, this prevents them from just surrounding my Roach Warren too much. Make some more safety banes. I think the plan here is to get 1-1 roach speed, make a bunch of roaches and go attack, if I'm not mistaken. Ideally, I would also be getting a third base. Okay, there we go. Putting down a third now again. I see my opponent has got a third that's half done. I haven't seen that they have any kind of transition yet, but I also haven't checked very well. Oh, and they put down a fourth? Wow, okay, well they're doing the same thing. They're getting roaches. Well, they made Evo Chambers, but didn't actually get an attack and upgrade there. So I'm going to have 1-1 and roach speed done. My opponent's going to have none of those upgrades. So I started making roaches here with the idea that when all these upgrades finish, I want to move out. That timed out actually pretty well. So got a dozen roaches. Got all the upgrades finishing here. I might wait for another few roaches before I move, but I need to go so that I have the upgrade lead. Which I don't actually know that because I didn't click on their unit, but you know, you go when your upgrade's finished in the hopes of having that upgrade lead. And there they go. My third is coming up. Still making more roaches to reinforce first since I don't know yet what's going on. I do realize a way to have all this unspent resources, let me morph some Ravagers. So I do, and it uses almost all my remaining resources, which is good. You want to have that as done as possible. Get up here, I see, okay, it's Ling Bane still. Well, 1/1 roaches and Ravagers are very good against this. I just annihilate all that. They have some roaches too, but not in the numbers that I do. And then I've also got the upgrade lead on top of it. They also just stand here and eat the biles, which is good for me. So I move through, see the queens. I go, oh hey, I should actually kill the Roach Warren at some point, because that will make sure that I can win. My roaches are getting a little bit stuck here, which is awkward, but I do realize that at some point, oh hey, I should actually target all this stuff down. There's a lot of queens, jeez. Doesn't matter though. Queens are tanky, but they don't deal very much damage, and roaches have so many hit points. At this point, the game is just over. I'm on top of their production. These vials get an egg. I don't quite have enough vials to get all the eggs, but ends up not mattering. Not sure why they made their lair here, not the main, but that's okay. Yeah, see, oh, I even started +2 during all of this, and a Hydra Den, thinking I might transition. Yeah, okay, I agree with myself. That was a relatively decent looking game. Alright, let's look at the next thing. Versus Protoss, the Siege. Oh, this was the random opponent. I guess I must have known the other one was a Zerg. I just remembered I played somebody random yesterday. So I don't know what my opponent is, so I think I just do my normal build here, which is to go pull first on this map because it's so small. See, oh hey, they're over here, and they tried to make a pylon, so I know that they're Protoss now. Got some Zerglings, just have them go check out if they're trying to put cannons at my other base. I honestly don't remember why I pulled all those probes, but that's alright. Let's actually back that up. Why did I pull all those probes? What was going on? Ah, there's... pulled on my drones. There was their probe. What the heck happened here? Is that just a misclick on mine? Right, there's the Zerglings checking if they proxy to pylon. Should actually check back here too. Yeah, I guess that was just a misclick. I started to get one turn to go over here to make my base. I got them all. Whoops. Alright. I did see that my opponent has a natural going down already, so I know I'm safe to take a third. They're not going to be doing any super early attacks. The plan against Protoss is typically to get some Roach Ravager and maybe transition that into Hydra Lurker, depending on how well the initial attack goes. So I send my Overlord back in. Okay, I see that there's a Robo down. I caught that that was another gateway. They canceled this before I even saw what it was. Let's see. They restart the Twilight Council as soon as they kill my Overlord. I hadn't even seen what it was the first time. It's alright. I know this is some sort of gateway robo thing though, from what I've seen. And that means I'm good to do my roaches and then into Ravagers, Hydras, Lurkers as appropriate. So I'm getting +1 attack, getting roach speed. I have sort of an eye on this base, but not on this one. Could do a better job seeing what my opponent is doing there. Could maybe use another queen or two here. I'm spending my money, so that's good at least. The question is, how am I doing on the workers? 49 to 48, so I'm not ahead yet. So I'm just making a bunch of units with the idea of going to attack. Then some drones behind it. Oh, see their overseer. I do come back and pick that up. Or, overseers are mine, the observer, the Protoss one. Yeah, this group is looking okay. Could use more out here, I guess. Yep, taking another base, because I'm like, okay, nothing's going on that seems deadly, although I will say I have not seen my opponent's base in a while. Probably did get a follow-up scout on this being a Twilight. So still looking like gateway units with a Robo. I do get over here now. Okay, still no base here. Gonna go check out the other base, I think. No, did I just back up? Oh, right. I want to clear up these rocks because open spaces are just better for my army to get surrounds. I should really be clearing these rocks here as well. Oh, okay, there we go. Sent my overseer through so that I could see, oh, hey, there is a base over here. Good follow-up. Should have been earlier. Should have been like a minute and a half or 2 minutes sooner. Oh, there's their army. And I've got the high ground to come over from one side, but we end up fighting just on level ground. This is okay. I'm going to stand in some storms, but roaches, again, are pretty tanky. This doesn't actually go that well for me. My opponent wins that fight pretty hard. And I'm remaking roaches, and they have quite a few immortals. But I did get a Hydralisk and a Lurker den in the meantime. So if I can pick off their detection, the Lurkers are potentially going to save me here. Let's see. Let's go back to regular game speed, which is faster. So you actually play on the ladder. So I took an odd fourth. So my opponent sees over here that they think I don't have a fourth, maybe. Actually, let's see what their vision looks like. Yeah. Okay, I'm just trying to get any kind of more army out, but I don't have enough gas.
Our forces are under attack.
I do see over here, okay, my opponent's taking a fourth, which is okay, but I really need to get more gas up so that I can actually engage properly. They make all these Zerglings, which, you know, they can help you survive, but really with no attack or defense upgrades, they're kind of bad. But at this point, I'm just like, look, I have to have something. If I do realize, okay, great, I did realize and have started both the gases there. I think I even try to take another base to try to even up my gas count so I can make appropriate units here. I want to be up here because this is my newest base, so it's the most valuable to defend. Like, also over here is good to defend because it's got my tech structures at it. Finally getting a second Evo chamber. But I can also launch attacks at my opponent's force from here. Ideally, I'd be knocking down the rocks right now. I think I end up just going around because there's more space over this way. So I did make some more lurkers. Assaulting from the high ground here is actually very good. I see, oh, my opponent's way over there. I'm very out of position to defend that. It's okay. My plan, though, is to just not worry about it. Guess I made a wing run by for some reason. But I see, oh, they're over there. That means I can attack over here because my opponent's not here. They do end up recalling, but that ends up working out okay for me anyhow. Because I'm already in position to siege their base. And so they have some Colossi, but I'm already so on top of everything that I'm able to just take it out. So I end up trading kind of a bunch here. In game, I don't think I realized quite where I'm at in terms of who's ahead or behind. I'm like, okay, good. Took out their fourth. I'm not really certain if I'm way ahead, I'm way behind, what's going on here. Like, I can see it looking at the replay. Oh, they have no army left. Okay, great. They're flooding a bunch of resources. They could make more things if they have enough production. Let's see, what kind of buildings do they have? What is the structures? See, they have 9 gateways, only 1 robo. Yeah, they could use some more production. They could use some Stargates or more gateways or another robo or anything. I get a little bit caught in those storms, but I keep picking off their detection with my Hydralisks, and then my Lurkers just become very good. It would be really good for my opponent to have a Stargate here and make an Oracle so they could just tag my units and run away. But I don't think they ever actually make a Stargate this game. Starting 3-2. Just finished the one upgrade that lets them burrow faster. Then the other one's on the way that makes the range better on the Lurkers. So I just keep pushing in here with my army. And I realize that I'm here at the front and I don't see an army. I think my opponent might be pretty close to losing. So I'm just going to go for it. And there we go, I'm right. Alright, thank you all for watching. Catch you in the next one.